Hello, welcome back to the Nordheider Garage of Mysteries. I'm going to go ahead and continue on with some more unboxing from this warehouse full of stuff that I bought back in October for 2,500 euros, and we'll see if we can find anything of value today. Oh, big cardboard box with a couple of keyboards on top. First one is a keyboard with a wrist support, it looks like. It looks brand new. So again, these are customer returns. So I will have to test them at least. Well, actually, I guess I have to see. That's the thing, is it's old school, so it's not a USB keyboard. So I won't even be able to test it. That's the problem with all this old tech. This is the second one of the same thing. I don't know, let's see, we can open it up real quick here. Yeah, again, still in the plastic. Doesn't mean that it wasn't tested by a customer, found defective and returned. But there is not a return sticker on here. Usually there's a return sticker. But let's see, what do we have here? Looks interesting. Time tutelary, a double watch winder. Interesting. I actually got a very different model of watch winder. I found 3 of them in here, and already sold one for $27.95 plus shipping. Have 2 left listed on eBay. So this is a double watch winder. I'll have to look up the name, and it is a return. There's this customer return sticker is on there, but it doesn't say anything specific about what's up with it. So curious, something to test. Always finding lots of stuff to test. Here's a remote remote switch for a plug wall socket. What is that thing? Oh, same thing. Oh no. Energy counts. So what does it do? Interesting. An add-on sensor. Okay. So this goes as an accessory to something else. It's an add-on sensor for sort of an energy measuring device. So there must be a hub, and this is just an add-on. So I don't know without the hub if I can even test it. Oh. Here we have a security camera. It at least has a cable, long cable. I don't know. I don't see a video. Okay, here's the video cable. Oh, but it's just power. So I have gotten some smaller little sort of half sphere ceiling mounted fake video cameras. This would be a very elaborate fake video camera though. But I guess if you're really trying to dissuade people from robbing you, I guess it pays to have an elaborate fake video camera. So I don't see a video connection. All I see is a power cable. So I'll have to do some research and figure out if that's an actual security camera or just a dummy. Oh, this is the box, at least, for an energy monitor. Is that this? No. We'll see if we uncover it in here. But it might be the... yeah, so this is the actual monitor box, and this is the extension accessory. So we'll see. If they're both in here, then at least I'll have a set, and I'll be able to test them, maybe. This is a plastic bag with stuff in it. Rank Force. Oh, it looks like I've sold actually one of these. It's a video transfer device, so that like you can basically over radio signals or infrared, I'm not sure how it works, send like the information from a computer to a monitor that is not connected to it. So I have to look that up. Again, I don't have the technology to test it because I don't have a desktop computer. I have laptops, which will not work with those RGB cables. This is if it's what the box below says, yes, it is a USB 2.0 high-speed drive enclosure. Again, not USB. It is pre-USB. It comes with a CD-ROM for the software. So I won't be able to connect it to anything that I have. Well, I guess it says USB 2.0. Of course, I don't have the hard disk to put in here to test the drive enclosure attachments to see if they work. This is a customer return, but again, it does not specify. Some of the customer returns have written on them like defective or screen doesn't work. That one does not. Here is another keyboard, a different kind of keyboard from LabTech with, I don't know if it's a wireless keyboard, Bluetooth, but it does not have, yeah, it's a wireless, ultra flat wireless desktop USB keyboard. But without the USB connector, which I might find in here, this is pointless, right? So it can't work without the USB plug-in. Here is another remote wall plug. Here is at least part of a weather station. This box is really too high. It's taking up all my space. Usually I like having this box of nails under here. That's just too heavy to move, but now it's just cramping my style. Here is some sort of plug, also maybe a remote plug. It says maximum 10 amps, 2,400 watts. I don't know. And then it has a 1, 2, 3 switch on the back. So my guess is it's a remote plug that you can then switch channels. Depending, yeah, there's a lot of remote plugs in here. Oh, here's another one of those cost control energy plugs. Now, it's also cost control 3000. The other one was a different brand. That was Voltcraft, and this is Basetech, but it was also 3000. Wonder if it's just the same thing rebranded, and they might actually work together. This is just another remote plug. So many remote plugs. A 2-piece remote plug with, is this for outdoors? It looks like, yeah, for outdoors. An outdoor remote plug with a clicker, with a remote switch. These other ones don't seem to have remote switches. Personenschutz. So this is a safety plug, I guess. So yeah, protects in the case of a short. Says to be used in wet areas. A timer. Is that a built-in timer? That's a timer with a dimmer switch. So you can set it to sunrise and sunset for the lights to go on and off. Another cost control 3000. Another cost control 3000. We'll have to test these and see if any of them work. So many of these little things here. I don't know what this. A thermostat for heating and air conditioning systems, and a mini infrared thermometer. A pen-size infrared thermometer. So if it works, I've had a couple of these that did not function. If it works, I can probably sell that for 10 or 15 euros. My guess is it might not work. Radio controlled, so remote. This is a wireless motion sensor. HAR. I don't know what HAR means though. With a range of 10 meters, 110 degree detection angle. So motion sensor, another remote switch, another cost control 3000 measuring device for checking how much energy you're wasting on certain appliances. An infrared dimmer. Oh my god, there's still a whole bunch of stuff in here, but it looks all like Dimmers, cost control 3000 again. Energy check 3000. So this is actually the one that matches the brand for the one that we had an accessory earlier. Motion detector. Another cost control thing. And a desk lamp. A halogen desk lamp. We can test that out. It actually has 2 additional bulbs, which might be the size halogen bulbs that fit in our ceiling lamp, where it originally has 8 bulbs, 4 on each side, and there's 2 left that aren't burnt out. But it's okay because it's, you know, I don't know, it's mood lighting now. Here is, looks like a remote switch with 2 tiny little batteries. I'm guessing those batteries are no longer good, but I can test them with a multimeter that I got out of here. Okay, so that is the whole thing. It is all of these. I'm gonna pack these back in here and spend some time going through and looking them up and testing them, but I won't be doing that right now, and I won't be doing that on video. Another 2 tall box. I'm gonna quickly move these super heavy nails. Now we have a little bit more showroom and less box. Okay, this said personal, which so far I've not gotten any boxes that were actually personal. This is just a mess of random stuff. Again, looks like from a shop, a hardware store maybe that closed in the 90s at some point. No, I guess not, because there's some Euro price tags on here, like here. 10 decorative stickers to put on tiles. Because, you know, that's what makes for a classy bathroom or kitchen, is when you just put stickers on your tile wall. That's when you know you got class. This is just a sticker that says entrance, Eingang. Red S-hooks. S-hooks always come in handy. Here's some blue S-hooks. I mean, S-hooks, you just can't ever have enough S-hooks. Okay, maybe you can. This is one, looks like a felt pad, maybe for putting under the feet of furniture. That's me. Got an empty crate down there that I can just toss some of this stuff into. They are not S-hooks. It says hooks, Haken, but it looks like G-hooks. I've never seen a G-hook before. Don't know what that's for. What kind of hooks those are. But here's some more. Or nine hooks? I don't know. Some little brown screw fillers. Oh my god, this thing, I mean, you can see the size of this box. There's a ton of stuff. Here are some little, what are those called? Collars? No, something like that. For something, screw-in thing. Yeah. Wow. Something for, oh, Venetian blinds or vertical blinds. Oh, is there anything else different in here? Yeah, so random hardware. Here also some of those. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here's some rubber door stoppers. Something for a track system. A screw-in hook. There's a lot of weird, a little rod holder, curtain rod holder. Yeah. Again, this is gonna be like $5 for $1 at the garage sale. There's this, yeah. There's just a lot of mixed little things. So here's a double hook. Is it metal? It might be metal. So a black double hook for just hanging coats or something. So that might be useful around here. Oh, some brackets for hanging up some sort of curtain accessory. Yeah, some knobs. Oh, here's a knob to put your shower head on. Hang your shower head on that little hole in the back. But yeah, not terribly exciting, but realistically, it's like, geez, even if it were €5 for €1, this would be like €100 worth of junk. But I don't think I'll get somebody to buy them all for €100. Another box. Another deceptive one. Because on one side it says Wundertüte Kinder. So that's like mystery bags for kids. Which, even though they probably would be worth nothing, would be so much fun. That's not what it is. Just seeing on the way in, it very closely resembles that. It is more a mystery box for adults that are interested in plumbing. So some O-rings, seals, hoses. Here's a fancier shower head holder. A bunch of little, what are these called? Collars? I know there's a word, but plumbing accessories. Losing it. What else do we have? I don't know what these are. Big plastic things. But yeah, again, the size of the box. You can tell there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, this is a radiator valve for air release, venting valve, a radiator vent valve. More crazy O-rings and other kinds of sealing rings. There's a lot of the head of a toilet brush, doorstop, random doorstop. Like, we can always use doorstops. We're always losing doorstops. Yeah, hoses. Okay, so here's just a cover for a radiator connection. Here is a thing that someone out there might recognize, but I do not. Just looks to be plumbing related. Some sort of hose joint. Here's a cover for the holes you have to make to put the radiator pipes in the floor. Growing up in the Midwest in the US, I was just not at all familiar with radiators. Everything was, forced air heat, which my whole family that now lives in the South, near Atlanta, they also have that. So here is some sort of filter. There's a couple of them. Sort of a cloth filter replacement. Here's the thing. The 4 holes, screw holes, and the top, But yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of boxes. And these boxes are not being very rewarding. At least not as far as being interesting rewarding. Here is a downspout, rain gutter downspout mount for attaching it to your wall. So just a general mix. Again, it's new stuff. And some of the price tags are in euros, so that means it's since 1999. A lot of stuff that I've uncovered in this place had price tags in German mark, which was before 1999. So those are real vintage. These are only old. Next box. Oh, another big cardboard box. Oh, it's gonna be slim pickings back there. This one says, another one that says private on one side. On the other side, though, it says for eBay and can't read his handwriting, but for eBay would be promising. because you can't sell cheap garbage on eBay. Oh, weird. This is completely different. Well, okay, this is not completely different. This is a return telephone that says telephone defective. Probably gonna trust that. This is a car scratch repair kit. Not sure if there's anything left in it. It is well used, but there's still stuff in it. And since our car is super scratched, I might try that on a few of the smaller scratches. This says battery for a satellite L350 P200. Is it a laptop battery? It looks to be a laptop battery. Rechargeable lithium-ion battery pack. Now, if it's a customer return, could mean that it doesn't work. Since I do not have that specific laptop, I'm not sure how I'm going to test this. Okay, this is also a battery. It says it's for an Equium A something, whatever. Okay, that's also a laptop battery. They look relatively new. But again, customer returns. So if they don't work, they got no value. Another laptop battery for a Dell Latitude. Okay, and then there's this big bag of mystery. Before I go through this, I'm gonna pause. I'll get back with you in a second. All right, we'll keep going with that bag. There's some stuff falling down. But my son has a friend over from school who hasn't been here before, and his friend just came out to ask if they could watch something on the tablet. And my son usually watches 20 minutes unless there's friends here, and then he doesn't watch because he has other stuff to do. So I said, sorry guys, do other stuff. So what is in here? Oh, it's a whole bunch of gas detectors. These are actually worth money if they work. So I've had a couple. I can test them. I test them basically with a lighter. I just let gas come out of the lighter and see if they react. Yeah, so it's hard for me to read what these say. But if that's this whole bag, then I have... Oh, it's not the whole bag. It is not the whole bag. There are a number of those. Gas detectors, so gas leak detectors basically. I'll put those down here. Gas leak detector, but something like this that is just like taped up because it doesn't even close. They didn't take the batteries out, so the batteries are all corroded. Something like that's probably gonna just not even get tested. It'll go straight into electrical recycling, but I'll do that later. There's some headphones in here. There's a car charger, looks like. Some random electronic cables. So, not too awesome. Not too awesome. And then, these things are not going to be something I'm going to be able to sell. These are copier toner cartridges. So, toner cartridge. And it doesn't really matter whether someone ordered the wrong one and then returned it or what, because these things do not have an extra long shelf life. So, and I can't test them. So the best I can do is offer them to someone for free who has this Kyocera KM 1500 whatever, because I have 2 of these. My guess is that I'll just end up taking the toner cartridges to recycle, which I can do here at the local office supply store. I can just drop them off. Here is a watch. Does not look like a particularly valuable watch. There's a big face on there, digital watch. Does have a lot of functions, it looks like. But yeah, cheap watches also can have a lot of functions. The instructions, at least that one. It's a multi-function outdoor watch with a ripped up box, but I can check that later. I do see down here 2 different boxes for toner cartridges from Pelican. The boxes are prettier, but I think the result is probably going to be the same, which is, I mean, this one is still sealed in the bag, but it has probably aged out. So even though it is sealed and has not been removed from the foil, I don't know what luck I'm gonna have getting rid of these. It would have to be something that I just give away for free. This one has a price tag of 42 euros on it. Just a shame that it's probably gonna be garbage. But this one is also sealed. But yeah, I wouldn't trust it enough to sell it online and have somebody get stuck with toner cartridges that don't work, complain, give me negative feedback. Here's another watch. No, there's a whole box of watches. So here's an analog radio controlled watch with a liquid crystal display. So this is an empty box that should have had a watch in it. This might be the watch that should have been in that empty box. That is the doorbell from inside the house, which means my son needs me, so I'll be right back. All right, back to the box of watches, this small box of watches, which is the last thing in here, other than those 2 Pelican things. It's Pelican toner cartridges. This is also a watch, yeah, it's down in the bottom. No, or just a broken watch. So the watch band has at least come disconnected. One more. There's a watch where the back is off and half the band is missing. Oh, this is a different watch. Looks a little bit nicer. Don't know if there's a brand on it or not, but it comes on a pillow. Watch on a pillow, that means something, right? Oh, it does have a... So it's... I can put it in my watch winder that I just found. I can see the kinetic winding mechanism back here. I do not see a name on here. Oh, and there's some hands have fallen out. So it's probably a cheap watch made to look expensive. But I'll have to do some research on watches, figure out what these watches are. But there is a box full of watches and watch boxes. So, well, that's sort of cool. Watches and watch boxes are cool, even though my guess is they're not going to be worth much. Yeah, and like I said, toner cartridges aren't cheap, but nobody wants to buy an ancient toner cartridge. And since, unless I find a date on here that's not that old, I will probably end up just recycling them. But yeah, a lot of hardware, which isn't going to be worth a lot unless I can get somebody to pick it all up, or at the people go crazy at the garage sale in the summer. It's $3 for $1, €3 for €1 or something. But yeah, time-wise, I just need to stop. The video's been pretty long. I don't want to over-open either because I'm running out of boxes back there. So again, if you want to find out what the last of my boxes contain and hear about any updates on anything in here that might be remarkably valuable, it's not going to be remarkably valuable, but just in case, you can subscribe, and then you will find out. Or like the video so that I know that people are watching and enjoying it. Share it with your friends so that other people can watch it. And I will see you in the next one.